Good afternoon. Welcome to Sunny Orchard. This is Kenny. Today is July 13, and this is just an update of how things are doing in my yard. Um, my dad run this thing horizontally because he just have extra pole just to see how the plant's doing. But look how amazing it is. Look how productive this is. This is my seedling. Look at that. And you guys have seen from my past video, it's a good tasting variety. I mean, a seedling. It's not a name or anything or release. But look at that. There's so many muscadines. This is seedling number 1. Let me move to seedling number 2. This is seedling number 2. This is the Selffertile seedlings. It's also producing a lot, but it's harder to see because it's not hanging sideways like that other one, but it's doing well. These two seedlings I only have 20. I only allocated 20 feet for it, so each of it only get 10 feet, but sure it's vigorous. Let's see. Let's go to Triumphs. So on this side is Triumph. Triumph produce, like always, a lot of muscadine, just packed with muscadine in here. It's doing very well, very vigorous, like always, very good variety. That's what to show you, but you can kind of see Triumph is making a lot of berries. On this side is to this side is Black Beauty. Black Beauty is producing relatively well, but I took out all the low yield ones, so right now it's the lowest yielding muscadine I have. However, it's producing a decent amount. It's a female cultivar. It's hard to show you with all these leaves, but it's doing very well. I have rows. I made this whole row Black Beauty. Let's go down there. These are the younger Black Beauty that I made. As you can see, it's producing very well. Very, very well. Very productive. And it's very vigorous. Everything I have now is vigorous. I took out all that other one that didn't do well. This is another Black Beauty. Like I said, it's my favorite, so I made quite a few of them. This is Black Beauty. As you can see, lots of muscadine in there. Lots of muscadine. Let's look at Triumphs next to it. I'm sorry, not Triumph, Supreme. Supreme got damaged by the, well, most of them are. I just haven't cleaned up Supreme yet. But it's damaged by the cicada. Yeah, cicada. But yeah, look at that. It's just as good as any Selffertile. It's just packed with muscadine everywhere. And I don't know if you guys noticed, Supreme is not as vigorous as Black Beauty or the other ones. Maybe because it's the cicada damage, or maybe just the way it is. But it's kind of like early fries for me. Let's go to Hall. This is Hall. Hall is really stepping it up this year in production. I mean, it's always been heavy yielding, but this year it just went crazy. Look at that. It's even more than, it's even producing more than um, triumphs, and it's still flowering. I'm not sure if I will keep it, but we'll see. But look at that, just full of muscadines. It's packed with muscadines. It's just amazing. I hope it tastes good, but that's what my test is this year. Because last year it produced enough, and it tastes way better than Triumph. But in Triumph defense, it was way overcrop last year. But so how is overcropping this year? I'll check. I'll compare the flavor. But yeah, crazy amount of muscadine just everywhere, everywhere. Right next to it is pork. Pork was really good to me last year. It's also very productive. Not as well, I would say just as productive as Hall, maybe a little less, but it's vigorous. Hall is vigorous too. Everything made it to the ground already, except for Supreme and early fries, which we'll go to early fries next. But this is pork. Pork is doing great. Sorry if I mess up the names. Sometimes I get confused between them. Yeah, pork is doing great. Not as bushy as the other one. Kind of thin, but vigorous. Haw is just thick, as you can see. Alright, let's go to early fries. This is early fries. I pruned it severely because it tend to overcrop, so it looks like a good balance this year. It's still a lot of early fries, a lot of muscadines on the vine. However, it's not as heavy. Well, I guess I'll take that back. Even if when I prune it severely, it's still producing like crazy. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not overcropping, but I know I pruned it really hard this year. As you can see, like this spot that didn't grow out. So we'll see. I also cut back a lot of spurs, so it's not so tight. Alright, let's go to Lane. Lane is kind of like Supreme. It doesn't get down to the ground yet. Oh, an update. Yeah, early fries made it down to the ground the first year it ever does because of my heavy pruning. Maybe I'll do the same with Lane and Supreme next year, but this is Lane, very productive. Not as vigorous, so maybe I'll do a heavy pruning this year, end of this year or winter. But this is Lane, very productive, very good. Let's go to the other side. This is Rosa. Rosa, I cut back heavily because there was a tree that fell down and broke the wire and an arm, so and the cicada damage, so I cut back heavily on Rosa, but it's still very productive. Yep, Rosa is very good. I like Rosa so much in terms of taste. I made another one down there. So we'll have 3 Rosa here. Rosa is very vigorous, as you can see. It gets all the way down, and it's producing relatively well without much for Selffertile variety here. There's just one little triumphs that way. But sorry for the lawnmower. That's it.